Welcome to Sixx's Word on the Curve, sponsored by LMT.
What we're not doing is shutting down the curb. This is how we get the news. This is how we get the 411, the T.
What's up, my cursor? What is going on? Oh my God, we gotta go ahead and discuss this. Um, this whole thing I done came across, girl. Look, and I'm saying girl like y'all sitting up here with me. But just to bring out what's been going on with this whole scenario in Wendy. And if y'all haven't heard about it, well, baby, I'm here to tell you. Let's see here. I know everybody is in both. We're on YouTube and we're in the Facebook page, but I've been out here in these streets being nosy for you. Hey, Justine. Hey, Shauna. What's going on? Make sure you tag your faves and let them know we live. If y'all saw the caption about this today, we are going to be discussing Tommy Williams coming out and basically confirming what we all know, but he also shed a little bit of light into what has been going on with Wendy. And child, let me tell you something. This is a whole thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This remind me of the whole situation of what happened to Michael Jackson. Remember, he had these people that was over here talking about, "Hey, what's up, Sharon, aka Sharon? You in the building and awake? We this reminds me of this whole scenario with Michael Jackson. Remember when he was like, at first it was just 5 dates he was going to do this is it tour, and then it ended up progressing to 10, and the next thing you know it was 15, and next thing you know they was talking about doing a whole city to city tour. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened? Homeboy passed away during this whole situation. This thing to me does not look good. Okay, it does not look good. Okay. And I want to share with you, like, I'm going to pull up some stuff what Tommy's video was all about, because and y'all know Tommy's slow as hell. Let me tell y'all something. He is like watching paint dry. Y'all already know that he is not going to be giving us no good to nothings or nothings, right? He's just not going to do it. But what he did do is that he ended up spilling some tea of what we already knew in the first place, you guys. And I know, trust me, I know that we all have been watching Wendy. We all have been dealing with something ain't right. She doesn't look right. She doesn't look like she's all the way there. Okay. And this is where's my tag? Let me put my banner up because I ain't got time for no messing. Y'all know I'm gonna just say allegedly because nothing has been proven, but y'all know what's been going on with this whole scenario with Wells Fargo. Okay. Y'all already know what has been going on with this Wells Fargo situation, right? Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Hey Jen. So I'm here to bring you some of the information because my nosy butt been out here in these YouTube streets trying to get the tea. Okay. All right. So first of all, I will be showing you parts of the video and then we'll be discussing it or whatever. I will not torture you guys and show the whole damn video. Let me just say that right now. I would not do that. Okay. Because y'all already know, I already said it's like watching paint dry. But if y'all got time to listen to the whole debacle, then feel free to go right ahead if that's what you choose. But just let me tell you. Hey, Miss Ann. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me just tell you. He breaks down crying at the end. And I know that this is his sister, and it's hard to go through seeing something like this going on. But honey, let me tell you what these YouTubers out here are doing. People are reaching out to Kelvin, to Sharina, aka Nikki, the baby mom, you know, the spiritual wife. And they have also reached out to Tommy. That's what the YouTubers are, because that's what they're doing. They feel as if something is wrong with Wendy, and they're trying to have everybody basically try to get a hold of her to stop the madness, because this is not going good for her. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going. So people have reached out, and honey, let me tell you, Kevin Hunter responded back to one of the YouTubers. Okay. Do you hear what I said? He responded back. What you say, Shauna? You said, I don't understand how Wells Fargo became so involved when she has family. I think this is going to end up telling everybody how this came to be. I really do believe that this is going to tell you how it came to be. Okay. Who child? Let's take a listen. Here we go. And y'all know I'm gonna speed some of this up because he's slow.
Okay. So, hi everybody. Hi, whoever's watching. Wendy Williams. In my caption or title, I had "All Hail the Queen." Wendy Williams, all hail the Queen. She's a great sister. Always has been. Very heartfelt, very endearing. You have a father who's constantly.
Y'all see, I'm skipping through it. I'm trying to get to the part,
which most bullies do. You know, I started this channel, which just over because I just have my bullets, but I just don't want to get sidetracked because I can get very winded.
Yeah, we know. We already know.
Throughout the course of my piece that I'm planning on putting out. I just want to start with fame. And I jotted down a couple of things, and I wrote down fame is to be applauded because I'm not looking for comments. I don't have my comment button up. So if you're putting comments in at the moment, you know, you table them and I'll try to get back to them a little bit later, perhaps. But right now, this is for me. As, you know, mental health is real. I watched the video, or it was sent to me actually yesterday. And as I'm going and doing my regular thing that I do, which is pro Wendy, pro Williams, love life, right? Positive vibes, another day to make it right. All those things that I live by, right? And I will stand by those words and all those phrases. I stand here, you know, not to go ahead and let out confusion or back away from what I've already put out, but to lean on those things, but to add more, because now I have more clarity. Now I have a direction, and now I have a decision to make. And so the decision I decided to make was to be real, be honest with myself, you know, and the more honest I am with myself, the better I feel. The video came out, and I am very supportive of my family and my sister, because this is all about Wendy. I'm very supportive of Wendy. So I tried to keep things under wraps in terms of her health. She is fighting. She is struggling. She is working her way back to being Wendy. no, she is not the Wendy that we all knew. No, she's not. And it's very sad, very heart-wrenching, very disappointing. It's very frustrating, because, you know, when you find somebody in your family who you want to help, but they refuse your help. They denounce any type of, you know, accusation of them being different.
Now, let me just say this, Shauna, because I agree with you. I told you that he was kind of slow. All right. So that's why I kind of like sped up the part so that we can get to the part where he says and he addresses that Wendy has mental illness. Okay. Which we already knew. Okay. And also, he also states in this video that he and Wendy, like he has tried to reach out to Wendy before. But he said they live in Florida and that Wendy is staying in New York. And he said that he does not, it's not like he doesn't want to be there with his sister. But the whole situation is she's not all the way on the elevator. That's what he said. And that was pretty much in his own words, that she's not all the way there. So the help that he has been trying to give to her and be there as a brother, it does not seem like she's taking heed. But he said that they are in a good space. Now, let me tell y'all this. A lot of people are out here in these YouTube streets and they don't really believe to some degree that he is looking at the best interest of his sister, because people are questioning, well, why aren't you there? They're questioning, where is little Kev as well? Where is he at? Okay. And let me break down all of the stuff that I have been hearing in these streets. Okay. How you build your life around talking about your sister because she not here for UBS. And you remember he came out on this as well, on this video. He came out and he said he knew back in the day when he came out and said that their mom had passed away and she went in on him, that something was wrong with her then. So basically he's trying to say that she has been going through this for a very long time. And let me tell you, I told y'all in the beginning, very beginning that this whole situation with Kevin having this baby on her was going to be the bee's knees to all ease, because it's going to break her down, right? It was going to break her down. And she couldn't handle that. Y'all know that Sharina has been around for 20 plus years. She always knew that Sharina was there. Word on the curb is that Sharina was there with them when they took little Kev to Honduras over there when he was smoking that Y2K stuff. That she was there on that trip. That she was there, she's there with Kelvin. And y'all know we saw the snapshots of them working out and stuff together and coming out of the gym and all of that stuff. That she was there with him through all of this. And Wendy has been okay with this for all these years, because it's like, okay, don't rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Because he had a lot invested. Now they're trying to allege that, you know, she maybe Kelvin have something to do with this whole scenario with her, which, to be honest with you guys, I don't think that is the case. I don't think that is the case, because when they reached out to Kelvin, and they asked him, one of the YouTubers asked him, you know, can, you know, stop the madness, like reach out to Wendy, try to help her or whatever. He basically said that she got new management. She got new management and she got her family. And that's in a nutshell exactly what he said. So this whole situation, and I'm gonna pull up the little clip for that so y'all can see what they ended up stating on that. And this was off of, and I'll tell you exactly who to go to if you guys want to watch the whole video. Sherelle's World. She put that out. Shout out to Sherelle's World for getting, you know, the information. One of her co-hosts ended up coming out with this as well. And stated that, they reached out to Kevin Hunter, and that is how they ended up getting the response for him. But they're saying that the people that are around her are no gooders, and that they basically don't have her best interest at heart, and that they're using her. And that's why I was telling you guys that this is reminding me of the whole Michael Jackson scenario. So here is the actual post that they sent to Kevin Hunter, and he responded back. He said, "I tried. She has family and new manager. Stay blessed." Now remember, while he was with Wendy, he was her manager. Okay, but I think she got, what's his name, Benedict Ben or something. He's a manager. And I think that what started all of this stuff with Wells Fargo was the fact that, and this is what they're saying in the streets, y'all, word on the card, that she had been going into the bank and taking out significantly large dollar amounts of money. And from what they're saying, is that she was using this money and everything, supporting Kevin's lifestyle with Sharina, because she's been around all of this time. So she was basically footing the bill for the whole thing. But then when the baby came out, that's when they ended up, she was like, "I can't do this. You making me look like a fool, da 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 da." So that's when Wells Fargo ended up starting to see that something was wrong with her, with all of this money and stuff going out. And then y'all saw how she interviewed on TMZ. And they kind of made her look crazy, because we was talking about it yesterday. We was like, well, why is she showing her feet? Why she look disheveled? Why she doesn't look like she's in the right mind? She was kind of sporadic with everything she was saying, and it just didn't look right. It just wasn't her. So, this whole thing may have been a situation, and it could be on either side, you guys. So, just take this with a grain of salt. It could have been that, the people that she got into place is trying to get more money out of her, because of these two guys that's supposed to be involved with this whole podcast. And I thought it was really strange that she was on TMZ and talking about, she wanted to go to Paris and all of this other place for the podcast, knowing damn well when you on the podcast, you at home and you just putting your stuff out all over, the web. Like, it's not like she's coherent or she's understanding what a podcast is. And she even said it on TMZ. I really don't know what it is, but I'm looking forward to doing it, and this, that, and the third. But then remember when she was on the Joe show, she was talking about all of the stuff that she was trying to get together to do this podcast, and introducing these two guys to her, to Joe. Like, yeah, him. He's been in the in the streets in Hollywood and doing all of this stuff. And Joe was like, yeah. Damn well Joe did not know who the hell them men were. He didn't know. Everybody knows that something is going on weird with Wendy, that she's not all there. And so when Tommy basically said in the video that he had just been rocking with it, that's his sister. He gonna back her up with whatever she say. That's my family. I just was making sure that I backed her up. Yeah, if she's doing good, she'll be back to doing her show or back to doing this podcast in no time and stuff like that. And he basically came out in the video and said, well, that was all a lie. That's a lie. I was lying and covering it up. And now he's at the point where he claims he's tired of it. So my question is to you guys, do y'all think that he is, maybe getting something out of it? Because I recall him being on Tasha K on her podcast thing. She was interviewing him, and he was all, backing her up and everything. And now he's like over here on his YouTube, and it's like trying to tear her down. And I'm not really sure whether or not that I believe his intentions. Maybe he's getting something out of it. Maybe. I'm not for sure. What do you guys think is really what's going on? I mean, I know everybody has been seeing this whole debacle, and it's just not looking good. This whole thing is just terrible. But this is what he's saying. And the Kevin is basically saying, like, you know, he didn't try, he didn't did everything he could. But I don't understand where's the son is all, where's he at? We ain't heard from little Kev in a minute. We ain't heard from him in a minute. It's so sad. I hope someone steps up because Tommy ain't gonna do it. And check this out. Why is he coming out now? Why is he saying all this stuff right now? Because y'all know this trial is supposed to be coming up for Wendy against Wells Fargo. So why is he doing all of this now? It's just so many questions with this whole situation that I just think this is crazy. It's crazy. But the fact that he came out and he confirmed everything, that right there in a nutshell lets you know she don't need to be doing a podcast right now, because she can't even have a conversation. Like, to some degree, I feel like TMZ and Harvey and them was trying to somewhat throw her under the bus, because she wasn't in her right mind speaking to him. And when she said, you know what lymphedema is, and he was like, no, I don't. No, damn well you know what lymphedema is. She been talking about that bullshit for a whole long time now. He want his hands on her loot, and she like, hell to the nah. You know what? And I believe that too, Shauna. And let me tell you, if Wendy was in her right mind, I don't think she'd be cool with her brother coming out and saying no stuff like this, because you already know she was trying to put his ass on blast when he came out talking about Wendy wasn't really doing too good because the mom had passed. And she was like, basically saying, you already know I air out all of your shit. How you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? She was saying that he is on the down low. He is on the how you doing side, even though he married. So you better tread lightly. That's what she basically was telling her brother. Something is fishy about this whole scenario. And I guess they got her secluded where family really can't get to her either, or she's just really not in her mental state to be able to understand what's going on. But I think those two guys that are supposed to be helping her with this so-called podcast, I think they got their hands in this pot. That's what I really do believe. So something to some degree ain't meshing well, and it sounded real chaotic and fishy. And you need to be side-eyeing everybody that's surrounded by her right now. She getting high and has people supporting her process. Oh, you know what, Shauna? Check this out. I'm glad you said that, because they see it now, and y'all already know. I ain't want to gossip, but they are saying that they have seen Ray J hanging out with Wendy or being surrounded by Wendy. This is the word on the curb, and all of this is alleged. I don't know nothing. I'm just telling you what I hear. This is alleged information. And y'all already know that Ray J was at the scene of the crime when Whitney Houston passed away. And everybody been saying that he was Whitney's supplier. I'm just here telling you what I hear in these YouTube streets and on the curb. Okay. They were saying that he was Whitney's supplier. And the way that Wendy has been looking on her Instagram live she did when she was talking about the situation on this TMZ, on any other interviews lately, she's looking like she might be high, allegedly. And this is what people have been saying, that she either is drinking or she's doing drugs again. Now, whatever happened prior to, if you guys remember, and let's go back to that Kelvin video that he had put out before when he was addressing some things. Kelvin said that Wendy almost died. Right? Remember, taking bets on if she will be here Christmas 2023. Oh my God. I'm just saying, Shauna, like this is so eerie. And it's just giving me creep vibes. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I was like, okay, we need to talk about this, because y'all already know. We went through this whole scenario with Whitney and Michael, and we talked about the scenario with Prince. This is about to be another whole letdown if something tragic happens to Wendy. And I believe that this is maybe going in that direction. And I hope that somebody can put a stop to it and save her before this all just comes crumbling down. Now, remember the video that Kelvin did, his IG live, and he basically was saying, Wendy almost died. And it took him to step in order to get order and help Wendy out. And now he's saying in that snippet I just showed you, when the person reached out to him in regards to, help Wendy and, stop all of this madness. And I want to pull that up because I didn't show that particular part where the person reached out to him. But basically, he was like, she got family and everybody supporting her, but something ain't right. What family she got supporting her? I don't see no family supporting her. So here's the comment where they reached out to Kelvin and Tommy. Okay, so this is the one they sent to Tommy. Tommy, please have them stop exploiting Wendy Williams. These many interviews are tragic. Let us remember Wendy before all of this mess. Stop the interviews. #save Wendy Williams. And she sent the same comment to Kelvin, and that's when Kelvin responded back. So I'm just saying, something is really fishy going on, and this stuff is looking real terrible. Wendy may need to stay in the conservatorship so that they can take all of her money. And I think that's what they're trying to do. But my thing is, how in the heck could they just take the money like that? Like, get involved with that? How did the bank get involved and not family? You know what I'm saying? How come they got delegated to be in charge of the money? Now that's the part that seems strange to me. She wants her son to take over, but he wants no part. You don't think little Kev don't want to take over being involved with saving his mom? I mean, ain't he eating off of this? Ain't he eating off of this? I mean, this don't sound right. You mean to tell me that nobody is really trying to get a hold to all of this? Now, we already know her dad is too old to be handling and getting in a mess. But y'all know that she got a sister named Wanda, and Wanda was her backbone. Where's Wanda? Ain't Wanda an attorney or something like that? What about her newscaster niece? Remember, where are those folks? What are they doing? Something is fishy, you guys. And I'm just gonna tell y'all this, because I still be getting information. My nosy butt. I still be getting information. Even though we talking about Wendy, I think that this pertains to Wendy as well. When people, just like with Michael Jackson, when people start to get money that is lucrative, not actual money, but things that keep money that you can pass down. You can pass down the wealth. That's when it starts to be a problem. And something that to me is telling me that there's something going on with her money. She got a lot of money. And all of these vultures is trying to get at it. But the way that they did her with the Wendy Williams show, the way that they were trying to sell some of her stuff, that from the thing, like all of that ended up being an issue. Like they're doing it wrong. That's a lot of responsibility for a guy little Kev's age. They need someone with more knowledge and experience. Yeah, and that's true. But I think that she probably just wanted to get her son's name on there just to get that conservator off of there, because she's not really able to do what she wants to do with the money. Yes, but he would be over his dad as well. She always said she trusted her sister. Yeah, why not have Wanda do it? Why isn't the sister doing something about it? I don't know. Something seems strange. And we probably will have to come back to this and get more into this, indulge more about this, because this is not going to be over. You're going to hear more about this whole scenario with Wendy. But I don't think that she's going to be podcast ready. And I think that there's vultures and thieves in the temple, like Prince said. There's thieves in the temple, and they trying to get all her money while they can, and they're gonna watch this lady die, allegedly, and I hope that's not the case, that her demise is going to be catastrophic. It's going to be just like it was with all of the rest of the stars that we didn't see pass away. Like, all of this is crazy. But the fact that Tommy is coming out and speaking up on it, something is a little fishy about that. But at least he did confirm that she has mental illnesses. She has a mental illness, and something is going on with that. So take heed into that. And then you watch these two guys that she keeps circulating all around. You know what I'm saying? Watch them too. Yes. Crooked people out for self. Yeah, I believe that, Sharon, aka Sharon. I believe that. Because these two guys that's trying to get her this podcast and stuff, and she don't even know anything about it. It's like maybe they're forcing her to do it. They're in her home. And let me tell y'all what they were saying, y'all. People are they pay attention. They was like, where's them two cats she didn't have? We ain't seen the two cats. What happened to the damn dog? They was like, everybody that was normally around Wendy is gone. What's up with all of that? So I'm not sure what is going on with this whole scenario, you guys. I just wanted to make sure that I brought this to you because this is interesting, and I'm gonna stay on it. I wasn't gonna be long with all of this, and I don't think this should be something that should be drawn out. But you got to start paying attention to some of this stuff that's going on out here, you guys, because this is wrong, and it feels wrong. It don't feel like this is gonna be a good outcome to me personally at all. Okay, at all. So y'all make sure y'all stay glued to the curb. Whatever I get, I'll bring it to you. Something ain't right. Somebody need to intervene. Family need to get to New York, or y'all need to get Wendy to Florida, wherever the case is. Y'all need to go and try to get help for her and get her into a place where she feels comfortable and try to resolve this issue and get these vultures off her back before everything is totally gone. This lady is going to end up passing away with absolutely nothing. I don't feel like her family is doing the utmost best that they can. And people who are so-called family coming out and talking when they normally wouldn't be talking, that's a clue. That's a sign. And then the people that should be talking ain't saying a word. We ain't heard a peep out of them. Now, I don't expect any of her family to come out and start doing press conferences and stuff like that. But I should be feeling like you're somewhere involved in this whole situation where you are an advocate for her, speaking up for her and trying to get her some help, the help that she really needs. So with that being said, my cursors, I am up out of here. I hope you guys have a blessed night. Thank you for joining me for this 2.5-second live of bringing you this tea about Tommy out here spilling everything about Wendy and all these people that are involved in putting their hands in the pot. Something ain't right. And if I get any more news, y'all know I'll bring it back to y'all. Y'all stay connected in the comments, and I will see y'all in the chat. Peace. Welcome to Sixx's Word on the Curb, sponsored